What is up, everybody? I'm No Lux Given, back with some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds, and I'm gonna have to read this anomaly again. Anomalous bribe: after you sell a minion, give its stats to a minion in the tavern. Interesting. And giving all minions +2 attack permanently could work well with that, because then any stats that you get in the early game that then you're not really looking to keep around forever, you could still throw onto something random in the tavern, and if it lands well enough, or if you want to buy enough things to control it, then that could work out for you. So we'll see how Deathwing plus Anomalous Bribe works. Anomalous Bribe, anything with the word anomalous at the start of the anomaly is a previous... oh, the Tavern Tippers are kind of cool too. It means it was previously a quest reward, and now it is an anomaly. After you sell a minion, give its stats to a minion in the tavern. I'm just trying to think of if that works. No, but you know what? Risen Rider's just going to win fights. Because he's just going to trade with things. I don't think you necessarily want to go Reborn on Deathwing. Oh, they just lost out on some stats on their Busker, assumedly. But... so I don't think you want to force Undead, because anything that Reborns won't have those +2 stats.
Keep up the pressure.
But in other ways you do. Because Undeads have low health, and having low health is kind of irrelevant with this hero power, because you're very much setting yourself up for trades in the early game, which then... sorry, I'm just curious what other tribes we have. Demons, dragons, elementals, which are no longer a selling class, but I guess they could be. Pirates, undead. Yeah, elementals are kind of a selling class because they do get bigger and stuff. Okay, there's some interesting things to think about. I don't know if I made all of my points, but
I think you can win this.
Health is irrelevant because you're going to give all of their things so much attack as well. And that means that you'd have to have like a lot of health to compensate for that. Who did we just fight against? Galakron? Are they going full greed mode? Yeah, that's why. Okay, that makes some sense there. Could cycle through an Oozling Gladiator. After a friendly dragon gains its attack. Oh, okay, no, that is good with All Will Burn. I think it's good enough that I want to pick it up and just actually roll. Now they... no, it's not that good. It's not that good, unfortunately, because the start of combat... I think I'm still just going to roll here. Kind of like Celemental. I'm going to roll again. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. Start of combat, they gain +2 attack permanently, but they won't gain the health permanently, at least I don't believe. So I don't think it's as fun as it could have been. That imp went crazy. What is this? Oh, choose 2 minions, swap their stats. Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
I'm still gonna do this. Gives me a nice big 6-9. Nice. 6-11 because of the Whelp Smuggler. Whelp almost was nice there, but it's still going to turn into an 8-12 at the start of combat. And this will be a... this is basically just like an aura that says +1 health to dragons. But it did give me a bunch of additional health this turn. So it worked out. And we will have a big board this turn because of that, and then maybe down the line I'll be able to translate this into something good. Like, at the very least, having a 6/11 that I can then transfer those stats onto something else later on does seem reasonable. You don't have that much control over what you transfer to, like I said, but you could potentially sell through multiple times to make what you're looking to have happen. 80% chance to lose seems kind of crazy to me, because I kind of felt like I was doing well here. But apparently not well enough. I'm going to take 4. Bummer. Bummer. Gotta just start playing some more things here then. Well, I'm going to pick up 2 pairs. So we can see they have gained the bonus attack, but the bonus health has gone back down to normal. Impulsive Trickster's like the opposite of what you're trying to do with this anomaly. But yeah, I mean, triples will still be good. Oh, I was supposed to level up this turn. Whoops. My bad. My bad. Well, now I probably still want to level up. So there is some, like, interesting potential for endgame dragons as well. We don't have Murlocs, but still you could do something silly with Bran and the various dragons that present themselves. And there's a few different, like, there's Disco Shuffler, Tavern Tempest, there's Reef Riffer. There's a few pirates that just get to cycle through themselves. Which, by the way, if you ever find, like, if you just stay at level 2, I'm sure some of my opponents have found a free-dealing gambler already. That's just free 3/3 in stats for doing absolutely nothing. Kind of wish I had some of those. Alright, we at least get a win here. Finally. Finally a win. I think I am going to sneeze real quick. Undecided. Yeah.
You're good at this.
There it is. Free dealing gambler. But I don't have to just sell it right this second either, if I don't particularly want these things. It's a dragon Murloc. Kind of interested in a triple before I level up. Is that crazy? Soul Rewinder could be pretty good with this hero power because it gains a lot of health. Alright, guess I'm just leveling up here then. Pretty lackluster turn. I figured I would roll for a second because I've got 2 different pairs right now. Ultimately, did not serve me super well. And I'm currently in 5th, facing up against an ETC. Hopefully we can just, like, get some ties. Got an 82% to win on the last turn. I feel like I should be tying a heck of a lot more. And then if the plan is to use, like, Whelp Smuggler, Start of Combat with Stormbringer, and Stormbringer gets to go absolutely crazy. Hunter of Gatherers. I think I need... Gains attack. After this gains attack... Wait, if you have 2 Hunter of Gatherers and a Whelp Smuggler, surely that's not infinite, right? This is a fantastic pickup. Probably worth trying to sell out my Gambler and hit it, because I also want to level up here. I'll grab the Mind Muck.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Oh, it was a battle cry, so that wasn't totally worthless. Lost again. And now I can still roll a 50-50. Like, this is partially what you can do. I missed 3 times. If I buy this, go up to 5. Okay. I don't know why I thought I had to sell out of my other dragon there. I got a little bit confused. I thought I was going to be able to level up still this turn, because I do want to pursue levels, but I'll take a 23-17 Divine Shield. We gotta get some stats on the board eventually, and yeah, it seems good to put a bunch of stats onto a big Divine Shield character. So, okay, there's no way that this works because I think this would go infinite and they would have patched it. But after this gains attack, give your other minions +1 health. It probably doesn't affect other things named Hunter of Gatherers. But if it does, it will gain health. No, okay, I'm thinking of it backwards. Okay, so it just doesn't work. It's just a reading comprehension issue. Fair enough. Here's another Bronze Warden. Probably still pick it up. Felemental's pretty cool too, with this anomaly. Oh wow, just landed right on the Bronze Warden. I can cycle through Felemental here though too. Did it get even more stats there? I didn't see where the Felemental went because that was all so quick, but it... Oh no, it went on the Micro Mummy, didn't it? Yeah. That's fine, don't care. Another big Bronze Warden is going to help me win more combats. So that's all I really care about. But yeah, things in the shop, just having additional stats in general, I do think is pretty good. And now, like, the other thing to think about... Pivots are possible. And we can sell this board to just make a massive Carbonic copy. That's pretty cool. We can try to give Carbonic copy... Oh, that's the way to do it, isn't it? It's huge Carbonic copy. And then you give the Carbonic copy Divine Shield. Alright. I'm gonna try to make that work. That would be the dream. That is the dream strat with this anomaly, I feel. That's the first thing that I'm seeing. Undeads are also pretty crazy because you get to keep rolling those stats over. Demons also get to do some fun things. Picky Eater is at a premium, much more so than it typically is. But hey, I'm crushing this combat. So that is going to be a nice little hit for 10. Locking up my third place at least position. Yeah, up to second. I thought I might be in second after that one. Electric Synthesizer is pretty huge. I would love to have found a triple by now. But I'm going to sell out of this, looking to pick up the Synthesizer here after it gains these stats. Because I don't want to give up all of this attack that I've built this entire game. Then I get a roll and a purchase. No triples here, but I do get an Amber Guardian, which I think I'm fine with not having stats. Could start to roll for a Carbonic copy now, but I don't think I need to. So I'll just pick up this. No sells. Just because it's I think probably better than rolling 3 times, but honestly I could be convinced that that was wrong and that I should have just rolled 3 times for the Carbonic copy if that's gonna control like who's actually in charge of this lobby. That's kind of interesting. I really only need to put the stats onto 1 of the 3 Carbonic copies or Elemental of Surprise. 99.9%, that's what I like to see. Reasonable chance to find lethal as well, which is nice. Because that puts me 1 step closer to victory. Not quite going to be a lethal though. We'll hit him for 10 down to 4. So right now I'm rolling for triples and Carbonic copies. We grab this. We grab this. Brand's also kind of an interesting one. Huh. I think I take this Dancing Barnstormer. If Carbonic copies the plan. Everything's going on this.
Like where you're going with this.
It's a bummer. We're gonna have to sell through most of this.
I didn't like that one.
Alrighty.
Here's a gold for the trouble.
Maybe I'm just... Okay, that works. I'll just buy the Fellhound. Actually, this only costs 1, so let's just sell through all of this stuff too. Wait, that's way too big of a Barnstormer.
A good tactical choice.
Okay, I made my Barnstormer way too big. I'm going to need to give this taunt so that it can actually activate. But pumping up your shops just seems like such a good strategy. Ooh, Felled Drake is really fun too. 100% to win. What is my percent for Barnstormer to die? Definitely be looking for Carbonic copies sooner rather than later, but it could still die here if this swings into it twice. Alright, a little bit of an oversight there, making this way too big. I'll be interested in tripling it, and I'll be interested in giving it taunt.
You're good at this.
There is a Carbonic copy. Just did a lot of selling and stuff last turn. But I'm going to try to make this happen.
That one might make all the difference.
Bummer. Wow. Literally the last possible option for that. Alright. Sell out of this. Sell out of this. I'm going to sell out of everything else in my hand as well. And I think I might as well get rid of 1 Whelp Smuggler. Because I'm going to roll and then buy something. That something should probably just be Reef Explorer or / and Patient Scout, but Reef Explorer is a little bit better, I guess.
Sharp friends, not food.
I don't have a pirate. I think I'm okay with buying a Malcazar, though. Alright, we're about to leak the strat. So, I need to start winning my fights, because now that we are leaking the strat, other people are going to know this is a really good strategy too, which opens us up to potentially getting countered later or having other people join us. But I'm fine leaking the strat against an opponent that I knew I was going to be able to kill with it. So that was the plan here, and it is going to work out for us. They resummon their Watcher, but that is not going to be enough as my Carbonic copies take them down. So I'm looking for one more Carbonic copy, and then I'm hoping to triple it with Elemental of Surprise. That's the plan. Let's level up. Throw in 2 rolls for gold. And I'm planning on selling out of Reef Explorer. Oh, I like this and this. So let's sell out of both of these and maybe Whelp Smuggler, pick up Transmuted and Gentle Ginny. Because I could find a second Carbonic copy or the Elemental of Surprise without the additional stats on them and still be pretty happy with that. Alright.
Go big and go home, I always say.
Not going to worry about this Tunnel Blaster. I think next turn I will be leveling up, so that way I add Elemental of Surprise to my summons pool. And yeah, not going to worry about Tunnel Blaster now. This turn I am leaking the strat. I'm not going to be able to kill Galakron. They might even be pretty strong. They've been working with Famished Fellbat over there for a minute. But I forget what else I was going to say. There's 4 people. There's more than 4 people left. So they're above the damage cap. I cannot kill them. That's the other thing. That also means they cannot kill me. I'm at 22 here, and I'm also just stronger than them. Gentle Ginny gives me a Recycling Wraith. Don't hate it. Don't hate that at all. 99.9% to win. Very likely to hit my opponent for the damage cap here after getting through my Dancing Barnstormer. Love to see it. That'll hook Galakron down to 2, and they will have 1 attempt to stop my Carbonic copies. If I just find another Carbonic copy, I might just pick that up. I'd also pick up another Gentle Ginny.
Keep up the pressure.
That's the question, though, is do I want to level up here? And I think I am. I'm just going to level up once.
Now we're in business.
Because I'd love to hit that Elemental of Surprise. Not going to play Recycling Wraith this turn. We'll save it for a turn where we're planning on doing a little bit more rolling. What's the panda on? Dragons? And I've got no idea about their comp for no reason. Oh well. One of these 2 seems like they could knock each other out. This player just hit the panda for a net. I think we might be in the finals against Azumat in just a turn. They're also on Elementals, which says to me they might have also figured out the strategy. One of my favorite things in games, and it's part of why I've enjoyed doing live commentary for playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds. One of my favorite things about games is discovery, the discovery of new mechanics, and this is obviously anomalous. Bribe has been something that's been out before in the form of the quest, so I'm sure a lot of other players have found ways to build around it in interesting ways. For me, this is like I'm discovering it for the first time, and that's why I love all of the randomness and how on your toes all of these different anomalies keep you, because it just means there's so many different combinations of lobbies that you have to be inventive, that you're going to come across different things every time you play, which is really, really fun to me. And yeah, just one of my favorite things about gaming in general. Looks like we are 95% to find a kill here. I'm willing to take that to the bank and feel pretty confident about that. with, like I said, the idea that we might be moving ourselves into the finals after this combat. Looks like it's going to be close, but we will indeed find ourselves with the kill. It was really, really close there at the end, but we just barely got there. If they had attacked into the Bronze Warden, they would have survived. And now we're in the finals, but up against Galacrond, who we beat, but 2 turns ago. So they do know the strat. They do know a little bit about what's coming, but they might not know exactly what we have in store for them. I'm going to try to find another Carbonic copy. Here's another Dancing Barnstormer. Like, buying elementals is never terrible because you get to cycle those stats in pretty bigly. I think I'm going to take another Transmuted Bramble Witch here, though, and feel pretty good about that.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Here's a Nomi, but I think I can do better. Zap is kind of cool, but not against this opponent. I can afford to take 3. Pick up a Felemental, pick up Titus.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Alright, I think that was pretty good. Maybe could have locked or picked up that Felemental as well. Leroy attacks into Gentle Ginny, which is pretty insane for me, and then I scam and I win. So there you go. We do not have the additional space to summon an additional thing with Titus. My opponent did pick up the Carbonic copy. I told you that could happen. My opponent realizing that Carbonic copy was the way to play, but unfortunately for them, I realized it quicker. And that's what I'm talking about. I think that there's, like, as this anomaly becomes more common, more people will know to pursue Carbonic copy from the outset. But I get to feel a little bit extra special for figuring it out first in this individual game. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lux Given. Peace.